Hey guys, it's Candy. Welcome to my channel. Today we received some goodies from Ywigs, which I am on bagging. Yes, so we received 3 bundles of wefted body wave hair and 2 bundles of bulk body wave hair that I'm going to be utilizing to create a style. So if you want to see how I do that, stick and stay as we get into the process. So of course I am doing a combination look, yes, a hybrid style, which is going to include sewing in the back, and we're going to be doing some boho box braids. They're going to be super small in the front, yeah, pretty much. And so let's get the process started. In the back I am separating 2 rows because we're going to do 2 rows of the boho box braids in the back also. And I'm just starting off in the back using the knotless method and just adding tiny pieces of the body wave bulk here to start off the braid, and just keep adding pieces until I get the desired size of the plaits that I am going for. Of course, in order to create the boho look, I am going to be required to separate pieces of the curly hair, which I just separated the first piece, and still going ahead and adding more to create my braid. So I'm using the same hair to both braid and do my curly pieces. So far I've added 3 pieces of the curly hair, and you're just going to keep adding until you get the desired thickness that you want, and the amount of curls that you also need to leave out of these braids. So I'm just continuing, and of course I'm leaving out another piece of curl. In order to do the boho look and to have it looking nice and full, you want to make sure that you leave out at least 2 pieces of curly hair, and that is, basically the template that you will use. You can add more if necessary. And there's my first braid. I'm just trimming it up as we go along so that it's easier when we're done. We don't have to do the trimming process. All right, nice and curly. All right, so we're just going to continue with the knotless braids in the back. Again, we're doing 2 rows. A little bit about the hair. Again, we are working with body wave bulk hair, human hair in the length 20 inches, and we're also working with body wave wefted bundles, human hair in the length 20 inches. Also, it is 100 gram. That's the weight of each bundle, and we did, as I said before, get 3 bundles of the wefted, 2 bundles of the bulk, but I only used 1.5 bundles of each type. All right, so that is something that you want to bear in mind. Of course, if you are doing a variation of the style, you would have to take that into consideration in order to determine how much of that hair you would need for your look. All right, so yeah, let's continue. We are done with the first row, and of course we're going to just transition to the second row, and that would complete the individual braids in the back before we move on to the next step. Creating your braid with all human hair as opposed to using synthetic hair as is common is absolutely an amazing option, because you end up getting more natural looking braids, way lighter braids. The hair will be softer. It won't have that initial stiffness that you have to deal with, and it's just overall a better look and feel for the hair. So it is always great when you can go ahead and do those braids using all human hair. All right, so now we're done with the 2 rows in the back, and the next step is to continue by doing my single row on the sides. I'm only doing 1 row on either side to complete that perimeter individual braided look. Again, starting off with braiding her hair, then adding small pieces of the curly bulk hair as I go along. Keep braiding. Add, braid, add again, braid, and now we're taking off a small piece to pin that away so that I can create the nice voluminous curls that we're gonna go for. All right, and then you just braid it all to the end. So we are done with all of the perimeter braiding, both in the sides and on the back. And now it is time for us to get to the main event, which is creating the braids in the front section. So I did go ahead and change up my modus operandi in the front, especially for those people who don't do knotless braids, can't do knotless braids. It is also possible for you to do regular braids because it's human hair, because it's very small braids and we're using very tiny pieces of hair. You can go ahead and do the regular braid style or the regular braiding option for this look in the front, and it still will give you that nice knotless look. You won't see a big bump because again, we're working with almost micro-sized braids. These braids are small, okay? So feel free, if you so choose, to go ahead and do the regular braiding method for the hair, if you so choose, that is. And on the website, the hair color is listed as natural. Yes, so that is what you will see for this particular color. It will say natural. And of course, you already know I'm going to be leaving all the links down below for you guys so that you guys can access the hair if you so choose. The website link will be in the description box below, as well as a coupon code for you guys. So here you see me installing the final braid over the left side of her part. Yeah, she's gonna be having multiple parting options. So this is just the parting on the left side. So this is the final braid on that side. Again, we are adding and then just pinning off pieces of the body wave curly hair, adding to create the braid. And then we always, take off the number of curls that we want to leave. I do go ahead and leave 2 or 3 pieces on each braid, depending. I do just randomly alternate between, 2 and 3 pieces. For the most part, I do remove or pin off 2 pieces. Yeah. So, all right. So now we are over on the other side. Yes, and by the magic of editing, we are on our very last braid for the front section before we transition to the next step of the game. Yes, I did mention this is a combination style, a hybrid style, and so yes, it is twofold. This is the first section being completed, and right after that, we are going to be going to the next phase of the style. And for those of you who want the boho box braids look, especially the very small ones, yeah, namely this particular size, that to me is kind of giving me micro braids vibe. So if you want that, but you cannot commit to sitting down to complete the entire hair that way, this hybrid method will give the illusion as if you do have the entire hair braided, but you definitely don't. All right, so now we are going ahead and doing our braids. I'm braiding the hair back row by row all the way down. For the first one, I am curving that braid over to the opposite side of the head. This is just my method of doing the braids, and you guys will see why I do that. And going over to the opposite side, braiding that one row down and merging those 2 braids together. That is the first and initial step. For the most part, it's just braiding the rest of the hair all the way back and just joining each braid with the other. Of course, we have to nourish her scalp because that's what we do. All right, so this is what the hair looks like. I cannot explain how soft this hair is. So I'm using, of course, the needle and thread to sew in the hair. Now I am placing the weft immediately underneath the braid. And this is exactly why I braided this first braid all the way over to the other side, because I wanted that, flat, smooth braid surface in which to install this first one. It's important because we want for her, when her hair is pulled up in a ponytail, you're not able to see the wefts. All right. So just place the braid, the weft underneath the braid, sew it down, and once you lift it up, you will notice that the tracks or the weft is not visible. So I just decided to go ahead and continue one continuous sew in for that bundle all the way from the side over to the front and across to the other side until the hair was finished. And then from there, I would, you know, use another bundle. All right, so now I'm lifting it up so you guys can see that you cannot see the tracks. Okay, it's not detectable. So that technique, that method of placing the weft under the braid, it does work. All right, so everything else is just your basic sewing row by row. I'm just, you know, doing single rows, not doubling the tracks at all. I only double the track on this here last braid because I'm going to use another technique that is going to allow for the curly hair, the human curly hair portion, to look natural in such a way that you cannot detect the weft. So that is our goal for today, to make sure that in all of our installing that we cannot see tracks, okay? Because that is just not a good look. That's not cute. Okay, so we are trying to find ways to cover the track. So what I'm doing is inserting my crochet tool from the front of the track, and then once I push it through, I attach a piece of hair, a random piece of hair, and pull it through and flip it over, and that will automatically help to conceal the tracks. So again, insert the crochet tool, and from the inside you attach a piece of hair, pull it through, and flip it over. And you just continue to do it all the way across. And yeah, that is my hack of the day. Yes. And then when I'm done, of course, you know, the teasing game is important, because when you tease it, it looks more natural. The hair doesn't look very silky or smooth, and it adds some volume, yes, and coverage. All right, so this is how the hair turned out, you guys. Yes, that body wave is waving. Okay, so I'm just spritzing her hair with some plain water just to help to activate the curls. Yes, and guys, when you lift the hair up, that's how natural it looks. So the style is very versatile. You can flip it multiple ways. Yes, so you can flip everything over to one side and yeah, wear it like a front swoop across and the back down. Yes, of course, you can bring the hair to each shoulder to give it that nice romantic curl look. Yes, yes, yes. Cute. Nice and cute. All right. And of course, you know, we have to, you know, play with a lot more options which do exist, which the middle part is also another option that I made sure that she had. So I was intentional with the parting to make sure that there's a middle part, so she could wear it that way. Yes, she can wear it all the way back. And of course, she can do her traditional side part. Yeah. So this is, guys, the outcome. The hair is amazingly soft. I tell you, you can run your fingers through the hair and it will not tangle. And I just love the versatility of this method, because you do so many different looks, so many different styles, so versatile, and it's just cute. It's a nice vacation look, a nice everyday look, a nice look that you can wear to dress up any outfit and be cool with it. So thanks to Ywigs for this hair. It is really, really, really amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you guys again for watching, and remember to check the description box for the link for the hair and for your discount code. Yeah, if you're watching and you're not yet a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, become a part of the Natural Hairnomics gang, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Be safe, be blessed, and peace.